Hey everyone, welcome to Dodger Insider's next edition here of The Dish. I'm joined by Alex Verdugo, Rowan Kavner here. Alex, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a pretty unbelievable start to the year for you so far here. What's been the most exciting thing about what you've been able to accomplish here in the first month?
For me, really, is just, making an impact on a big league team. Coming out here, just kind of showing the guys, that I do belong here and, that I'm going to, whatever role that I'm in, I'm going to try my best at and, I'm going to try to help out the team.
You've talked about how much it meant just to break camp and to be on this opening day roster, just to feel like you're kind of part of this. You've been around a lot of these guys a lot, but just being there for the start of it, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot, being 22, making your first big league roster opening day. You don't feel like you're just coming up when a player gets hurt or anything like that. So just really being one of the 25 guys, one of the original, to start the season that's gonna impact, in some way, because at the end of the day, everybody gets in, everybody plays, and we all have our chances to impact the game, and I feel like we're all capitalizing on it.
You're a huge energy guy. I mean, whether it's starting or you're coming in the game in the 7th or 8th inning, can you sense how much that can kind of add to the environment, especially at home, but even to your teammates as well?
Really, yeah. Just for me, it's like a natural reaction. I do something and I get fired up. I don't know what happens. Something just had like when I'm on the diamond, it's different. It's it's like all my emotions are out there, and I don't hold back. I wanna let the team know, like, I'm fired up, like, try to fire up the boys, and really, they've embraced it, and I think they love the energy.
You can tell that you're being yourself, and you get the crowd going with the walk-up song and Volver, Volver, and what went into that choice, and did you know it was going to get like the kind of reaction that it's gotten so far?
Really, just for my dad, he used to play it when I was growing up, cleaning the house or really just being in the car with him, at any time we would listen to it, and so it was one of the artists that I grew up and I really knew, and so. I wanted just to play it for him, and I'm not always with my dad, so I'm not home all the time. So I play it for them. It reminds me of my family, and then obviously the LA crowd went berserk with it. So no, it was definitely it's awesome. It's one of those things, when I go into the bag, I wish the announcers would play it even longer. You know what I mean?
The entire at bat.
Yeah, like just let me do my whole ritual. Let me step out while it's still going, and then let me because they the whole time they're screaming, and it puts a little you get a little tingly inside. Like it kind of just fires you up a little bit.
You've obviously had we talked about the energy you bring, but when you have the bat in your hands, you've had this calm kind of feeling when you're up there, whether it's starting or even coming in and a 2-out situation, runners in scoring position, something like that. What allows you to have that? There hasn't been a ton of experience the last couple years in the majors. What kind of gives you that confidence and that calm about you?
Because hitting is hitting. No matter where you are, minor leagues or whatever, the pitcher has to throw the ball over a 17-inch plate. So, for me, I know my swing, I know my ability to hit, and I feel very confident against any pitcher who has to go up there and throw strikes.
What do you think about the kid, man?
There, man, Griffey, don't get mad, bro. You're the real kid. We all know it, but no, it's just something. It's one of those things. It's fun to say. Fires them up, and they all respond to it, and it's kind of. I guess I might be not the original kid because of Griffey, but I'm the original Dodger kid right now. And then it's whoever gets hot, like Kike gets a hit or gets something done, or the kid's getting hot. So we start using it on everybody, but it's funny. It's funny to see people running with it.
Where did it start?
Just talking to Russ and a couple guys, and I was talking about I loved watching Griffey play, so. I was just the kid, man, swing, man. So I was like, hey, don't let and then, just being on the bench and, man, I got a couple of hits and I was like, don't let the kid get hot. And they loved it and just kind of went with it.
You seem to be comfortable with the guys. Is this the most comfortable you felt just because, you were able to kind of start out with all these teammates and you've been here from the start? How much did that add to this?
Yeah, definitely. Just, I think being with them every day, they kind of see, what I do, what I bring to the game, and not only like the game, but like what I bring just energy-wise and like, you know, I go there and I work. I've been working hard, and, you know, I try to carry myself like a professional. I try to model myself after some of the players that we have, and, you know, they just go about their business the right way. So I feel like, you know, having the past 2 years of kind of seeing it, you know, adjusting to it and how everything works up here, I think I finally have, you know, found the perfect kind of combo for it, where, you know, I allow myself to be myself, but also in a professional manner.
Who were some of those guys that you kind of model after, or you can kind of take after?
I mean, David Freese, Russell Martin, I mean, yeah, Justin Turner, Kenley, all these guys, really, yeah, it's just, they all kind of have like a little piece, and even if they don't talk to you or anything like that, it's just how they carry themselves. So it doesn't even have to be a verbal interaction. Like, seeing them go about their daily routine and you know, handle their work. So it's really something like I feel like I've been able to kind of, you know, just sit back, watch, and kind of just, you know, learn from it and put it into my own routine and make it where like I feel comfortable with it, and I've been running with that.
All right, I want to get to some of you guys' questions here, so we'll start with some fan questions for you. Since we're talking a little bit about the swagger here a little bit, Jake wants to know who has the most drip on the team besides you?
Ooh, drip. That's good. I'm gonna have to go with Jock Peterson. I mean, I don't think anybody really wears stuff, you know, but if we're going like jewelry-wise, probably Jock. Style, stuff like that. I don't know, Urias. Urias is
okay.
He likes to always have a little something on. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
There you go. Jock and Julio. Keep going here. Thornton Alex wants to know, where did the 27 chain come from, and did you know you were getting that jersey? How did you end up picking 27?
Really just it freed up with the Dodgers. It wasn't there no more, and it was either keep 61 or have my favorite number of 27. And, you know, I've always loved 27. I've always played with it. Through the minors, I wasn't so lucky to have him, but the last couple years I had 27. So it was just something, you know, also my Mexico jersey number. So for me, I was like, hey, 27, 61, we're going to weigh it out. I'm going to do 27, you know. So, and once I did that, it was just like, all right, I can't have a 61 chain now. I got to have a 27. So
what was the Team Mexico experience like for you?
It was amazing. I mean, that was one of my best times playing baseball ever. It was just, you know, the love and the support of everybody, the fans, and, you know, how everybody across the whole world was watching it, and, you know, it was electrifying. It was special.
All right, just a couple more here. Juan Rodriguez, I know you talked about Griffey, so I'm sure we're going to probably hear about this, wants to know, who was your favorite player to watch as a kid?
Favorite? I had a couple. For me, it was David Ortiz was probably one of my all-times. Loved watching Manny Ramirez go about, like, you know, hitting, just his swing, everything about it. Ken Griffey Jr., and then I'll probably say, like, I loved watching Mariano Rivera come in, pitch.
You got some pitching experience too here. So
didn't like the Yankees, but no, I definitely respected the players they had, and, like, I thought it was fun to watch them.
When you were a kid, did you think you were going to be a pitcher? Like, was that what you thought, or did you think this was going to be kind of the path for you?
I think, like, personally, I thought I was going to be a hitter because I wanted to be a hitter. But everybody wanted me as a pitcher. You know, they wanted the lefty, throws mid-90s and all that. But I wanted to try to impact the game every day.
Now you're able to do that. So the last one here, Jose wants to know, what's one experience that has helped shape your baseball career and growth?
One experience? That's hard.
I know, I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't know. Like,
where would you say you've made the most growth over these last few years and kind of getting to see, you know, the team and your teammates here?
Probably say, like, just the last 3 years, really, of, you know, kind of being up and down in 17 September call-up to 18 up and down to full year now. Is just, like, kind of learning from each day. Like, so 17 I got called up. I was just a pinch hitter, really. Like, it was just come in, you know, very sporadic, didn't really play. Like, 18 was like, all right, like, you know, someone's down, now we're going to need you to play. So I got like a little taste of, you know, how it is to play for a week straight, or, you know, kind of making adjustments. And I'd say just really that, all that. I don't know, like, there's not really one thing that's kind of open. It was just, you know, just like, hey man, coming off the bench is hard up here, you know, like gotta wake it up, bro. Just start trying to hit better. I don't know. So,
well, it seems to be clicking now, all right, for you there. So we'll get Alex out of here. He's got a game to go play here. But thanks so much for joining us. It's been Alex Verdugo on The Dish, and thank you guys so much for joining us here on Dodger Insider's latest edition of The Dish. Thanks.